Chapter 4. The Boyfriend. The next day, I'm in the street, in my car, opposite the house. I have a cup of coffee, a newspaper, and a lot of time. I want to see Thomas and talk to him. Then I can make my report to Mrs. Williams, and the job is finished. At 17:45, Carrie walks down the street and goes into the house. I'm watching carefully now. People are coming home from work. In cars, on bicycles, on foot. Lots to watch. 2 people go into the house, a young woman and a short, older man with white hair. At 18:25, a young man walks down the street, tall, with dark hair. He walks to the front door, and in 2 seconds I'm out of the car, across the street, and standing behind him at the door. He opens the door and turns to look at me. "Hi," I say. "Okay to come in? I'm visiting Mike Westerbrook at number 6. "Yes, that's okay," the young man says. He holds the door open for me, and we walk up the stairs together. "Nice and sunny today," I say. "But rain's coming in later, they say." Says the young man. At the top of the stairs, he turns to the door with number 4 on it, gets out his key, and opens the door. Suddenly, I run back to him. "Hey, excuse me, is this yours? It was on the floor." In my hand, I'm holding a weekly bus ticket. It's more than 2 months old, but he can't see that because I've got my hand over the date. He looks at the ticket, and I look through the open door of number 4 and see Carrie in the room. Then I'm through the door and inside the apartment. "Hey!" the young man shouts at me. "What are you doing? Who are you? Get out!" I turn to Carrie. "Hello, Carrie," I say. "Did you text your mum last night?" The young man is next to me now. "Who is this?" he says to Carrie. "What's this about?" He stares at me angrily. Carrie looks angry too. "She's a private investigator," she tells the young man. "Mum sent her. I talked to her yesterday in the cafe. I told you, remember?" "Ah." The young man suddenly smiles. He has a very nice smile. "How exciting! I never met a private investigator before. How do you do? I am Thomas Varnas, and I'm very pleased to meet you." He holds out his hand, and we shake hands. Wrong name, I think. Not the name on the door. But this is the Lithuanian boyfriend. "Shirley Holmes, pleased to meet you too," I say. "I'm sorry about this, but I need to talk to you. Carrie's mother—"
"Of course," says Thomas. "I understand. Please, sit down. Can I get you some coffee?"
He and Carrie make coffee, and we all sit down round a table. Thomas looks at me, smiling.
"So," he says, "you want to ask me questions so you can tell Carrie's mother all about me. I am very happy about that. What do you want to know? Shall I begin?"
So I listen to the story of Thomas Varnas's life. He is 19 years old and comes from Vilnius in Lithuania. He came to London 6 months ago because he wants to start a business. His family make linen cloth in Vilnius, and Thomas wants to sell it in England. At the moment, he's working Monday to Friday in a hospital because he needs the money. But he's selling linen in the street market on Saturdays. Business is good and is getting better every week. Carrie wants to tell me more about it. "It's beautiful linen, you know. The best in the world. I'm learning all about it." She's excited. I can see it in her green eyes. Thomas is smiling.
"Carrie is very good with the colours of the linen," he says. "She wants to work with me. And she's good at business too. Very good. Better than me."
He puts the back of his hand against Carrie's face. Just a touch, a very gentle touch, and smiles into her eyes. She looks up at him, and the love in her eyes is clear. For a second or two, the world stops for them. These two young people are very much in love. Carrie looks at me again. "Everybody wants to wear clothes made of linen now, you see, so our business is going to get bigger."
"Lots of hard work," says Thomas. "But we're young. We can work hard. No problem about that. But we do have one problem."
He looks at Carrie.
"Your family."
"Oh, that," Carrie says. "Not important. I don't need them. We're fine without them."
"Not so," Thomas says gently. "Your mother is unhappy. Your little brother is unhappy. And your father, too."
"No, he isn't. My father is a horrible man. We have arguments all the time. Every day he tells me, 'Do this, don't do that, do this.' He's always right, and I'm always wrong. Always. He never listens to me. He doesn't understand me. He doesn't want to understand me. He's just horrible."
"Shh, shh," Thomas says. "When people are angry, sometimes they say bad things. Maybe they don't really think that. You and your father have a lot of arguments, and you both get angry and say things."
Yes, but... Carrie says.
I sit and listen. This is not their first argument, and it's not going to be their last one. It's interesting to listen to them. Thomas is very gentle with Carrie, but he's strong too. He's in love, but he still thinks clearly. Excuse me, I say. I'm still here, you know. They look at me. Thomas laughs. Sorry, he says. We talk about this often. In the end, Carrie must go back home. She knows that.
No, I don't, says Carrie. I'm not going back home. No way.
But Carrie, you can't cut your family out of your life. Family is important. My family is important to me, and I want you to have your family too. To be friends with your mother and your father and your little brother. They're off again. I'm trying not to smile. This argument is going to run and run. I think Thomas is good for Carrie. Well, I'm done here, I say. It was good to meet you, Thomas. I can tell Mrs. Williams about you now. And, well, good luck to both of you. Carrie smiles.
Thanks, Shirley. Can I call you Shirley? Aunt and Janice said you were all right. I sent Mum a text last night, you know.
Thomas stands up too. I must get home now, he says. I stare at him, surprised. Home? You live here, in this apartment, don't you? No, Thomas says. Of course not. Carrie is 15. We cannot marry before she is 16 years old. It is against the law. So, of course, I don't live here. It is not correct. But this is your apartment. No, Thomas says again. It's my sister's apartment. Carrie lives here with my sister, Ruta Varnut. She's working late tonight. I have a room with a friend, near Putney Bridge. I'm very surprised. I sit down again and look at Carrie. Why didn't you tell me? Everybody thinks you're living with Thomas. Carrie doesn't look pleased.
Well, I didn't tell them that. But my dad always thinks the worst. And sometimes my mum too. But we can get married next year, when I'm 16.
Thomas laughs. He pulls her hair gently. 16 is still very young to get married. We can wait. I want to know your family first. And you want to know my family.
Yes, I really want to meet your family, Carrie says.
But you don't want to meet mine. You really don't. Thomas pulls her hair again, not so gently this time. Of course I do.
I want to talk to your father. I want him to like me. We have all the time in the world, Carrie. Let's just take our time, eh? Carrie tries to look angry. Then she laughs and puts her arms around him. Thomas and I leave the house together. He walks with me to my car. I am sorry about Mr. Williams, he says. I think he loves Carrie a lot. Maybe I can meet him and talk to him one day. But Mrs. Williams doesn't need to be afraid for Carrie. Please, tell her that. Of course, I say. I've got a lot to say to Mrs. Williams. Thomas and I shake hands again and say goodbye. I drive back to my office and check my messages. There's a message from Saeed. Call me about the Lithuanian boyfriend. I send him a text. Found the boyfriend, thanks. And the girl. All well, no problems. Easy case, nothing horrible. But thanks for the help. S.H. A text comes back from Saeed at once. Oh, thanks a lot. I made 12 phone calls for you, all for nothing. Next time, you can help me. S.P. Oh dear, Saeed is not pleased. I often need his help, so I must be nice to him. I send him another text. Sorry, really sorry. Can I buy you a beer tonight? S.H. A text comes back from him. OK, the King's Arms, by the river. 9 o'clock this evening. See you, S.P.